Thank you for purchasing a 3D printer from Delaney Drafting and Design. Today, I am going to show you how easy it is to unbox and assemble your FlashForge Finder 3D printer. So, this is how it comes. When you receive it, you just want to open it up. And I'm going to set it down. It might help to have a helper, but it's not too heavy, so you can do it yourself. Now you've got the packing in here, 2 styrofoam inserts. So you want to get inside here and grab the printer itself, pull it all up, and then we'll set this on a sturdy table, clean open surface. Get this out of the way here. So then what we're going to do is just remove these foam blocks. And then carefully flip it over, and then you got some tape. Peel the tape, and then now we can start to unbag it. Get that started, flip it back upright carefully. Take the bag off. Now, right here in this foam insert, you have a quick start guide. You have your filament guide tube. And here's a bag that's got some tools. There's a USB flash drive and a screwdriver. So I'm just going to set that aside a second. And then that piece of foam just comes right out. Now, you may have more tape like this. Look inside, like say there might be tape holding your the ribbon cable that might need to be removed. So then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the foam insert here. Carefully. And this has our spool of material. This is our PLA material. So we'll come back to that in just a second. And now we need to, there's our USB cable. So you have it packed inside this foam insert there. On this side, we have our power cord. So, we're going to need to get this foam piece out here. If we grab the table, we can just carefully just lift it up and it'll slide right up. And just enough room as we need to pull this out. And that's it for unboxing it. Now, when we go to assemble the printer, what we're going to do, we're going to need to open up this is the spool holder cartridge, and we're going to pop that into there. So take your material, carefully open it up. might want to cut the end of your filament so it's fresh and straight. It can be jagged when they have it on the spool holder. Now keep it on the spool, don't let it unravel. And you'll see that there's a spindle here for it to go onto, and it has to come up from this direction. And you'll have to feed it through. This is your filament sensor. You have to fish it through and come out through the hole on the top. So we're going to carefully start feeding it through. And off the top. Once it comes out, let it hang out a few inches, and then put the spool onto the spindle there, like such. And then take that cartridge, put it back into the back side of the printer, and make sure it clicks into place. And here we have just a little bit of filament hanging out. What we're going to do next is take our power cord and plug it in. There's a spot on the back right here where you see the power cord goes in. And it's that simple. Okay, so now that we have the Finder plugged in, we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Just hit this black button here next to the touch screen, and you can peel off this protective film. So here we are. We're ready to start loading the filament. So we go into Tools on the display, and then hit Filament, and we'll go Load. Now it says I'm heating up. The extruder right now is at about 26 degrees Celsius. It's going to have to get up to 220 degrees before we can start actually loading the filament in. So while it's doing that, I'm going to take the filament guide tube. I'm going to start feeding the filament through and push it through until it starts to come out the other end. So here it's coming out. So once we're here, take and securely push this end of the guide tube into the cartridge in the back. And then when the extruder is ready, we're going to start to put the filament in through the hole in the top here. So it's about 150 degrees right now, and quickly heating up. It's going to give an audible sound to let you know that it's ready, and it's going to tell you on the display here too. You see it's pretty quick. It's already up 185. So now it says load begins. Push filament vertically into extruder and press done when you see filament come out of extruder. So I'm going to feed the filament in through the hole here, and it kind of gives a stop. So there's this lever on the side, I'm going to push it in, and then I can push the filament the rest of the way. And you can feel it grab, so you let go, and then now I'm going to take the filament guide tube and push it the rest of the way into the extruder assembly. And you see we have the filament already coming out the nozzle here, so it's extruding well. I would recommend to let it extrude for a while. Make sure it's coming out nice and consistently. And then when it is, then you want to hit done here on the touch screen. And then we'll go back and back again to the main menu. And take this filament that's on here and just discard it.